Hi and good afternoon. My name is Dawa and thank you for taking the time to speak with me today. As part of my HR assignment at Mudok University, I'm conducting a job analysis interview to better understand the responsibilities, requirements, and work environment of your role in a coffee shop. So before we start with this interview, can you please introduce me your name and your job description?
Thank you so much, Dawa. It's a pleasure to be here with you and discussing about my job. So my name is Turing and I'm currently serving as a team leader at Traders Coffee Shop.
So can you please describe the overall objective of your role as team leader?
Yes, please, with pleasure. The main goal of my role is to oversee the smooth running of the cafe during the shift, and that includes leading the team, ensuring excellent customer service, and keeping operation efficient and safe.
Oh, well, that sounds interesting. So, can you tell me what are your main responsibilities during a typical shift?
Yes. So basically, I'm responsible for staff scheduling and task delegation, monitoring stock levels, handling customer concerns, making sure safety and hygiene standards are met, and stepping in to help with barista work when needed. I also ensure the cash register balances at the end of the month.
That sounds quite a hectic job. So, what decisions are you required to make independently and which ones need approvals?
Basically, I usually make day-to-day decisions like who does what tasks, when to take breaks, or how to manage minor complaints. If it's a serious customer issue or a staffing concern or something financial like a refund or a certain amount, I check in with our store manager.
Okay, so how do you delegate tasks or supervise other staff members?
That's a very tough job. So at the start of the shift, I align roles based on experience and the day's needs. I check in regularly with team members and give support where needed. And if someone is struggling, I step in or reassign tasks to balance the workload.
Well, and then what qualifications or experiences are essential for someone to succeed in this role?
That's an interesting question. So experience in customer service or hospitality is a must. That's very important. Formal qualifications aren't always required. It's not a necessary, but knowledge of food handling and safety helps a lot. Leadership experience, even informal, is also important.
Okay, and then what specific skills or personal attributes do you think are most important in this role?
So I think good communication, multitasking, and time management are very crucial. You also need to stay calm under pressure and be approachable. And also, leadership and conflict resolution skills are definitely valuable for this role.
Okay, so could you describe the key relationships you manage, example with staff, customers, or managers?
For that, I interact closely with baristas and floor staffs, making sure we work as a team. Teamwork is very important. And also deal with customers directly and report to the store manager. Sometimes I liaise with suppliers if we run low on stock.
That sounds challenging. And then what challenges do you regularly face and how do you overcome them?
Mm, be, the peak or busy periods like weekends morning can be very intense. Staff might be absent or we run low on some ingredients. I manage it by staying calm, prioritizing tasks, and keeping the team focused. Communication and flexibility are key.
And then what legal or safety standards must you comply within your role?
For that, we follow food safety and hygiene standards, including the proper food storage and hand washing procedures. I also ensure equipment is cleaned regularly and the staffs are trained in safe practices. We also comply with local health and labor regulations.
So my last question would be what are the typical working hours and physical conditions of the job?
I usually work shifts that start as early as 6 a.m. and sometimes close at 6 or 7 p.m. It's a fast-paced job and I'm on my feet most of the day. So it can be physically demanding, especially during peak times.
So I just want to say thank you so much for sharing all the information and this information incredibly helpful for my assignment and really appreciate your time and openness. So do you have any, if you have any feedback to share with me, I would be giving you an opportunity to share like written in it. So thank you for your time. Do you have anything to tell me?
Dawa, thank you so much for your interview. It was very good, and I can reflect on my job. When you asked these questions, I could reflect back and give you some insights about my job. Basically, your questions cover all the aspects of my job, and it was great to know that. So, if you have any follow-up questions, I would be open to answer that. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.